Thank you to your friends at Flowers by M. Ceylon. You can now go shop for all your, floral needs. It could be a special occasion. It could be a moment that you want to celebrate. They're located at Havelock Mall, making it so much more convenient for you. You can also shop online or check out their website for some amazing pieces that they have put together. Now, this was crafted specially for my guest today, Professor Arjuna. It's quite strange that I have to give you the flowers, but you can give this to your better half.
Yes.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah. So they have been in the industry for over 40 years, making it one of the most recognizable brands for you to go and make that booking for your special occasion. So if you're wondering, where can I buy that perfect flower arrangement? Well, you need to look no further. Visit them at Havelock City Mall today. Thank you to our friends at XXL for joining us on Danu Fire. You can now enjoy a range of fashionable outfits for you to choose from at XXL. It's actually a place where you can get everything that you want, from your accessories to even something to grab on the way out, a nice warm cup of coffee. Everything settled at the XXL headquarters for you to go and enjoy fashion at its best. It comes in all sizes and they have everything for everyone.
Danu on Fire, powered by
I just say it.
Welcome to Danu on Fire, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. We're checking out Blooming Breakfast today. It's an all-day breakfast place, and if you really like breakfast at any time, this is the place to be. And I'm with a legendary person who has given consultation, solution, and remedies to a lot of people who have different types of problems. It could be physical or not physical. He's there to help. The one and only Arjuna, Professor. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Thank you.
He has dressed very dapper for this interview, which is great.
Yeah. You told me casual.
Casual, yeah. He said he goes to sleep house in a jacket.
Yeah.
So then can't actually get him to remove that. So I wanted to start off the show. These days it's brilliantly the hot news that Sri Lanka coming back to Sri Lanka. I mean the team coming back to Sri Lanka. And I must say I'm championing Manidhu Hasaranga's body these days. I look like him from afar. People are actually stopping me and asking me.
No comment on that.
I'm just saying, does this mean fat can't be a performing body?
That's a very controversial question. It's like this. Now, if you forget our team, I don't want to comment on our team, but if you take the Pakistan team, Azam Khan, there's a lot of controversy around him. He was in the T20 squad. There is no doubt that he is a very explosive player. But the question is in the field whether he can, obviously run and this thing. So that is a question we have. So it's strange that only the subcontinent, of course, West Indies had a player called Rakeem Cornwall, but he didn't play in the World Cup. If you take the other Western teams, England, Australia, South Africa, they all have six packs, they're all in perfect shape. So I think, and even India. So if you think modern game, it's difficult probably to, because all 11 players should contribute equally. So I mean, if you're a power hitter, yes, you can be. I mean, Azam Khan is a power hitter, but whether he can cover in the
Run,
field, because
stamina,
I mean, if you miss a catch, that may change the match. So I think you need athletes as cricketers. That's the message.
But I personally feel Vanuatu looks amazing. Like I like them chunky. So that actually adds
I
to
said no comments on this. Huh?
I don't know whether that adds to the team, but I'm just saying. But as somebody who has worked with many sports personalities, we're seeing a fabulous change in the women's cricket team squad.
Yes.
They have been performing really well. The captain has been creating headlines that have been globally recognized. I'm so happy to see Susantika training the squad in terms of fitness. How has this transformation been? And I think you had a lot of influence in creating a routine for them that has been really appreciated.
To be fair, I am not involved. I can't take any credit for the female team. Of course, when they're ill, I look after them for medical illnesses, not regarding their fitness. But still, so I think they have, one is when you have the top batsman in the world as your captain, that says a lot, because, and she leads from the front, so she has been actually lifting the team up. And the fact that they have been playing together for a long time, and as a team they have gelled very well. That's very important as well. So if you're, for instance, you should, even off the field, if you're friendly and you go out together and this thing, then it's much easier to gel. So unless you just random 11 people come together and
Correct.
And
So
play.
the bond really
yeah,
does
the bond
matter.
is very tight in the female team, and so their fitness levels also have improved a lot, and I think Susantika has contributed to that. And anyway, overall, I think that's the thing, and they have a huge determination to show themselves or prove themselves. And the fact that I think the main thing is the captain, because like in '96 when Arjuna was there, he was not the best thing. He was not the best batsman at that time, but as a charismatic
That
leader.
was the morale that he created.
Yeah, so I think he also, when he's the number one batsman in the world, then obviously the team can get together around that person. So I think that's, and kudos to them, they are doing very well. So let's hope that they can maintain that momentum. But our team actually, I mean, I don't want to comment on, but unfortunately, though they didn't perform this time, we have a very good team. This is probably since 2014, after the team that won, this is probably the best team that went.
Yeah, in terms of a very planned, position right,
Yeah.
and the lineup being very smart. Yeah.
So our bowling attack was probably the best in the tournament, in variety and all that. Unfortunately, the batting was there, but if you look at batting, if you take the IPL as the standard for T20 cricket, in the current squad, no one has been picked as a batsman to play in the IPL.
Yeah.
So there is an issue
We have
there.
a bit of an issue there.
Yeah.
But to be fair, although I cracked a joke or two, personal attacks on these people could be really draining for them,
Yeah.
because they tend to see it as well. And it's one thing to be very critical about their performance in a platform that is needed,
Yeah.
but not on a personal level. But I think it has been too much on the team as well to see everything.
No, I think that the problem with us is everyone knows about cricket and everyone is very passionate. So when they win, actually they don't need anyone. But when they lose, they definitely need our support as fans. Having said that, not blind support, but definitely support when you for instance, the Nepal match was rained out. That's not their fault, right? So, but anyway, what the country needs from them is to give their best. That's all. So, I think if they do that, the fans will always be behind them. Of course, you'll get people who just have agendas and who just this thing. But overall, Wanindu is a good leader. He leads from the front. But the thing is, it was unfortunate about what happened in the World Cup that we couldn't qualify. And 10 years after winning the cup, actually.
That is true.
Even India has won it only once.
Amazing. We're going to get into a break. We're going to come and speak about something that is Colombo Central, this next topic is, because I don't think anybody else in other parts of Sri Lanka is willing to spend so much money to lose some weight. Ozempic. I wanted to get an expert knowledge on how to use it. Is it good, bad? He'll know the details. We'll come back.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Thank you to our friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. You can now enjoy a range of fashionable outfits for you to choose from at XXL. It's actually a place where you can get everything that you want, from your accessories to even something to grab on the way out, a nice warm cup of coffee. Everything settled at the XXL headquarters for you to go and enjoy fashion at its best. It comes in all sizes and they have everything for everyone. Thank you to your friends at Flowers by M. Ceylon. You can now go shop for all your, floral needs. It could be a special occasion. It could be a moment that you want to celebrate. They're located at Havelock Mall, making it so much more convenient for you. You can also shop online or check out their website for some amazing pieces that they have put together. Now, this was crafted specially for my guest today, Professor Arjuna. It's quite strange that I have to give you the flowers, but you can give this to your better half.
Yes.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah. So they have been in the industry for over 40 years, making it one of the most recognizable brands for you to go and make that booking for your special occasion. So if you're wondering, where can I buy that perfect flower arrangement? Well, you need to look no further. Visit them at Havelock City Mall today. Welcome back to the show. This is Danu on Fire, speaking to Professor Arjuna, a man with, I'm telling you, a lot of knowledge. Something, I have to tell you this. He is one of those very well-balanced people. He knows how to have a good time. He knows how to party, charm the girls up a little bit, look like Shah Rukh Khan. At the same time, be on point to meet his patients early in the morning and be on call. I don't know how you do it.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
And you still look young. Just to put that in the context. Genetics, no? I think, genetics.
That's editing, no? Editing.
Edited. I am trying to do a copy paste of past to present. Now, I wanted to speak to you about Ozempic. Now, if you are looking at some people in Colombo and like, oh my God, I've been working out every day, lies. They've just injected their way into losing weight and it's fine. Everyone is doing it across the world. But here is the question. I wanted to ask an expert to know whether it's good or bad. Is it something that we can live with, and can we do it and still have a normal life, still have babies, still produce something that's worthy when it's coming out? So please tell me.
Yeah, so actually the generic name for Ozempic is semaglutide.
Thanks, I did not know that.
Yeah, so just to say that, otherwise from my side it becomes an issue. So semaglutide is what Ozempic is known as. It's a global phenomenon because it's one of the two it's called glycogen like peptide agonist, right? Glucagon receptor like peptide, which agonist means which helps the action. So this drug has revolutionized because it's an FDA approved drug for weight loss, but it was actually originally this thing for diabetes treatment. But they found that this weight loss effect was
Much stronger.
yeah, it is stronger. So, I mean, diabetics obviously can use it, but even non-diabetics can use semaglutide. So, it's because it's FDA approved. So then the question is, can anyone use it? Yes, but generally when you're talking about weight loss, the cornerstone of weight loss is diet and exercise. But
The cornerstones.
Yeah.
Not the main stone, corner.
so out of that,
Yeah.
when you actually again it's about 70% diet and 30% exercise.
Yeah.
Because I'll give you an example, like if you run for half an hour, I know you won't do that, but if you run for half an hour, you will lose only 300 calories.
That's it. This is why I don't want to run for half an hour.
Yeah. So when you run for half an hour, but if you eat, just you take a piece of cake, that will have about 500 calories. So you immediately
Burn.
you have lost what you have.
And
burned.
put on as
Yeah,
well.
you have put on. So you have to be in a negative calorie deficit. So diet is about 75% exercise. So without that, whatever you take won't work. But so what this semaglutide does, or Ozempic does, is it has so many actions, but one action is it kills your appetite, and so therefore you can't eat so much. So generally over 6-month period in the trials, you lose about 15 kilos, right, or 10% of your body weight. So that's a large amount of weight loss, which now most of the other previous first generation weight loss drugs have not been this successful. They have had a lot of side effects and issues, but so far this has been there. There is one condition where you can't use it, which absolute contraindication if you have had a family history or history of thyroid cancer, because in rats, not in humans, this has caused thyroid cancer, a particular type of cancer. So in rats, but in humans, no, there have been no documentation. But since there is a warning, if you have an issue like that, you shouldn't use it, right? But then again, if you want to use it, you have to see a doctor and get obviously it's a prescription drug. But you should get advice of a medical practitioner before you start it. Don't start it on your own. Then the other thing is, no, you shouldn't use it to just lose 1 kilo or something. That's not the idea. So if your BMI is over 30, and you have tried diet and exercise for adequate time, like say 3 months to 6 months, then while doing that, you can add this on.
To help you to achieve your targets better. There's now something called Manjaro, and
Yes.
there are so many things.
So-
that's a O-prize looking phenomenon now.
So Monjaro is the second one, which is FDA approved. That's a GLP-1 and again similar drug. So that is called tirzepatide, and that's a generic name. So that has been into head-to-head trial. That means one half has been given Ozempic, and other half tirzepatide, and they found that this was slightly better, more weight loss, but the cost is almost double. Yeah. So, but these drugs are so popular that even the diabetics now don't have, which is a shame. Like diabetics can't access this drug because the film stars have bought it in
Bulk.
in bulk, and they're using
the sheikhs have bought it, all the top guns have bought it. So it's a huge problem. This is what they need to be producing more of. But here we go. So we've got the information that you need. So if somebody is, BSing it to you, saying that, I've been going to the gym every day secretly without anybody knowing, not working. Just they have been pumping this golden solution into it. I just wanted to know whether it's actually safe, it's good, it's FDA approved. Meet a doctor before you put these into your system so that you have the right guidance. I wanted to get it from the person who has the knowledge to advise on something like that. So I did this segment just so that we get all the information that we need. Thank you for that.
There is just one more thing I want to say. So, though this is FDA approved, in Sri Lanka, it's still not registered by the NMRA. So, the official company that's bringing it down hasn't brought it down. So, therefore, it's not officially available here. You got to say that as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. Something to keep in mind. We're getting into a break because Ozempic or not, I gotta eat on Danu on Fire. We'll see you right after.
I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting my favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Thank you to our friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. You can now enjoy a range of fashionable outfits for you to choose from at XXL. It's actually a place where you can get everything that you want, from your accessories to even something to grab on the way out, a nice warm cup of coffee. Everything settled at the XXL headquarters for you to go and enjoy fashion at its best. It comes in all sizes and they have everything for everyone. Thank you to your friends at Flowers by M. Ceylon. You can now go shop for all your, floral needs. It could be a special occasion. It could be a moment that you want to celebrate. They're located at Havelock Mall, making it so much more convenient for you. You can also shop online or check out their website for some amazing pieces that they have put together. Now, this was crafted specially for my guest today, Professor Arjuna. It's quite strange that I have to give you the flowers, but you can give this to your better half.
Yes.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah. So they have been in the industry for over 40 years, making it one of the most recognizable brands for you to go and make that booking for your special occasion. So if you're wondering, where can I buy that perfect flower arrangement? Well, you need to look no further. Visit them at Havelock City Mall today. Welcome back to the show. You have never had political aspirations?
Never.
That before I could finish the sentence, it just ran out.
Yeah.
Never wanted to.
Definitely never. So I tell you why.
Okay.
So now, if I sort of travel from the extent Dondara to end of Jaffna, I can, and I go to a house and I ask for a glass of water, they'll give me a cup of tea, probably.
Yeah.
If I do politics, I won't be able to go.
Leave alone going and asking for water, you can't even tap the door.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I prefer this.
This is a better way of living life, no? I also agree. Yeah. But you can easily win.
Yeah, but I told you that it comes with a downside.
Downside of, it comes with, it's never the positive popularity,
Yeah.
It's a lot of negative popularity. And you have to tie all those things to protect you and all, because everyone is cursing you on the road.
And I think professionals should be professionals.
Yeah.
And maybe we should advise politicians in our field.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to ask you now, as someone who has guided a lot of people throughout the sports field, even a lot who may have just come and asked you for help. Now, I want to live my normal life, eat this Bombay toast that is seated in front of me with such amount of deliciousness thrown all over it. How can I still eat it and yet be not in the spectrum of death?
Right. So I think that's a very valid question for everyone. So it's like this. Now we live in an era of technology,
Yeah.
So technology can be your friend, right? So if we use technology, there are so many apps around, for instance. So the main thing, as we said before, is diet. So before you eat, basically if you have a craving, right, you must count to 20. Yeah, it's a very simple thing, but very effective. If you will say, you get up in the night, you want to eat some cookies or something. So you count to 20, right? And if you still want to eat it, then you can eat it. But generally, about 70% of the time, that craving will go down. If you,
I just thought if you hit your forehead like this, it will stop. I've been hammering it so much. I've been eating and hammering.
Yeah.
Yes,
Then the other thing is, you have an app so that you calorie count. Right? Be aware of the same is steps. So now there is this magic number of 10,000 steps, but you don't need to do 10,000. I mean, the sweet spot is about 8,000 steps, right? So your watch is there. You don't use it only for talking. You can you count your steps, right? So every day try to go for 8,000. You won't do it in a day, but somehow you get there. So and I have told that to the cricketers also. Now the weighing scales, there are sort of Bluetooth connected to your phone. So that will, it's called impedance. It will give you your body fat. I mean, it's not 100% accurate,
but at least somewhere there.
It will give you your body fat content, all that. So then, even there's a small change, right? You can immediately correct that, right? So that's important, because otherwise, then once it goes to kilos and kilos, it's difficult to lose. So, and always like simple things. Try to, if it's about 2 floors or 3 floors, take the steps. Try to walk as much as possible. Do those things. Now there was during this Aragale, there was a lot of people cycling, but unfortunately no one is cycling again. But to be fair, cycling on our roads are very dangerous, because
you'll be fit and dead at the same time.
So that's very dangerous. But maybe on a Sunday you can cycle to work or things like that. And with sugar. So once you eat those, I mean that adds up to a huge amount. So why I have said, why don't you serve Sri Lankan fruit? Right? So
like an Anamalu.
Sri Lankan fruits, right? And we don't need to actually import, unless the hotels may want. But otherwise, we don't need to eat foreign fruits. These are not grown here. We don't eat.
It's cheaper as well to have it from here. Definitely. Well, words of wisdom coming from the man himself. We need to wrap things up. It's so ironic that he spoke about all of this. There is a fruit element to this.
There is, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll have that.
Yeah. But if you do want to have an all-day breakfast, as you said, live a good life, but at the same time, just be conscious about it. That's what I'm trying to be. On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
inviting. And sorry about the fact that that we had an energy issue. We will see you soon with another edition to Danu on Fire. Till then, you keep smiling. It's all right.
Let it be known, I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be this close to me, and hopefully you understand G.O.D. Maybe this cold and I'm talking like no degrees. This ain't a fluke, I seen it way before it ever happened. He gave me the view. I had to put in my time on the TV, it coming in soon. I couldn't leave it all up to a variant or an experience. You gotta get up and do what it do. So complicated, homie, it's you. Always gonna wait until you in the morning.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Thank you to our friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. You can now enjoy a range of fashionable outfits for you to choose from at XXL. It's actually a place where you can get everything that you want, from your accessories to even something to grab on the way out, a nice warm cup of coffee. Everything settled at the XXL headquarters for you to go and enjoy fashion at its best. It comes in all sizes and they have everything for everyone. Thank you to your friends at Flowers by M. Ceylon. You can now go shop for all your floral needs. It could be a special occasion, it could be a moment that you want to celebrate. They're located at Havelock Mall, making it so much more convenient for you. You can also shop online or check out their website for some amazing pieces that they have put together. Now, this was crafted specially for my guest today, Professor Arjuna. It's quite strange that I have to give you the flowers, but you can give this to your better half.
Yes.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah. So they have been in the industry for over 40 years, making it one of the most recognizable brands for you to go and make that booking for your special occasion. So if you're wondering, where can I buy that perfect flower arrangement? Well, you need to look no further. Visit them at Havelock City Mall today.